Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Siffco, and we're going to talk about Terminator Survivals. It's a new open world FPS survival game in the Terminator universe. I've already watched this, but I wanted to put this up here with my reaction for you guys and just talk about it, and let's see where this game is going to go. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be another survival flop? I don't know, but I've always been interested in this universe. I think there's a big potential for especially a survival game in this universe. So let's check it out, and here we go. Also, before we begin, please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It really does make my day. And if you don't, I'll be shy. So please, thank you so much. Now let's get to the video.
Terminator Survivors is an open-world survival game based on the Terminator IP, with base management elements and a complex storyline that expands on the original story. The game is set in 2009, a few years after Judgment Day, and is based on the first two movies in the saga.
Okay, so in 2009, after the Judgment Day, after Skynet took over and launched all the nukes and got crazy on the entire world, and it was also, after Judgment, that's what Judgment Day is. And what else did he say?
Years after Judgment Day, and is based on the first two movies in the saga.
So based on the first two Terminator movies in the saga, so just not doing the other movies, which the two are pretty much the best ones in the series. So
you're facing the threat of Skynet before the founding of John Connor's resistance. The game starts with you, a survivor.
There isn't any gameplay right now out there, so these are just like concept art, which is kind of crazy because we're in the beginning of the year and they were planning to release at the end of the year, pretty close, October.
Facing the dangers of the post-apocalyptic world and trying to cope with the threats posed by other human beings, machines, and the Terminator.
Naturally.
At first, you're unaware about the existence of Skynet and the Terminator, but it's something you'll quickly discover. You'll then join forces with other survivors and discover the truth about the ongoing conflict as you prepare to fight back.
So it sounds like there's a story in the survival game, which I played DayZ, which was like my first true survival game, and there was no story in there. Now that I can think of, it was just you and the other players and just surviving. So it'll be interesting if there's like a legit story in this survival open world game. That looks amazing, by the way. That looks
prepare to fight back.
Legit. I've dabbled a little bit in Unreal Engine, and that's
the truth about the ongoing conflict as you prepare to fight back.
What you see right there are blueprints. This looks like, it's Unreal 5, or I don't know if it's Unreal 5. But blueprints are basically visual code, coding that basically makes the game the way you'd see it in layman's terms. Yeah. So it's how you make the game. Well, this is legit right here.
This takes place in a yet unexplored timeline of the Terminator universe, with a completely original storyline that includes both famous characters and new ones, and where
that will be interesting. It's an unexplored timeline. So basically, an original story. Like, it's just gonna be, they're telling their own story within the universe. And as far as like famous characters, I'm hoping Arnold will be in there. That'll be legit. That I just wonder who's gonna be in there. That'll be great. Maybe the guy who's like, maybe he survived. I don't know.
You'll learn more about the beginnings of John Connor's resistance. You'll explore a wide open world, scavenging for resources not just for your own survival, but also for managing and improving your base. As an FPS, to survive, you'll have to fight machines, the Terminator, and other human beings.
So there'll be a base you can go to. That'll be interesting. yeah, so it looks like there'll probably be a hub. Also, it's an FPS. I'm not a huge fan of FPS in survival games. I really hope he was just talking about something else. I don't know. I hope he just forgot to elaborate. I doubt it, but that's not good. Yeah, I can't remember what else.
The game will also be playable solo, but also in co-op multiplayer. Terminator Survivors will be available on Steam in early access starting from October 2024.
So there you go. October 24th is when it's gonna come out. Gonna zoom in for y'all so we can chat. So, what do you guys think? It's an open world. I got my notes here. It's an open world FPS survival game. I don't know how I feel about the FPS. I think they really need to make it third person for survival games, because if you're customizing your character, having loot, all this stuff, it's just going to be kind of lame to not see all that gear on you. And I personally like it, and I know a lot of others do. So I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. It's set in 2009, a few years after Judgment Day, but before John Connor's resistance formation. So they did talk about how you will learn the beginnings of those things and how that formation happened. So that'll be interesting. So maybe we will see John Connor. Which version of John Connor we'll see? Didn't Christian Bale play John Connor? I doubt they're gonna go big names. If they're gonna have someone, it's got to be like Arnold, and that's it. That's all you'll need, really. Based on the first two movies, we already talked about that. Unexplored Timeline, I mentioned that too. And it's an early access in October 24th, actually. I think that's what it said, on 24th in 2024, if I read that correctly. So yeah, that's the game. There was no gameplay. They did show some cinematics. It looks good. They showed some stills, concept art basically, which is like really early on stuff. So we'll see what kind of early access this is. Is it like a kind of finished early access, we're testing things out, or is this like a really rough alpha? Which is why I think it might be in first person, because they're gonna add third person later. We'll see. But this is the first dev talk about it that I've heard. This was like 15 hours ago that I tweeted about this. So yeah, just wanted to make a video, upload it, see what you guys think. I'm a big fan. I watched them later than when they came out, because my uncle, when I was a little kid, he showed them to me, so I watched them a lot later. And I've always been a big fan of the universe, and so yeah, I'm excited. I'm interested about this game. I need to see gameplay first before I even consider spending money in early access, because when I played DayZ, my friend and I, we jumped in for early access. It was on Christmas or something that it came out. It was legit, but it just took forever for them to get to a state where it was like, all right. So we got really burned by early accesses throughout the years, and so I'm just being careful. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. But that's it. I wanted to do a quick video on this and just talk about it, because there's a lot of potential in this universe, and especially for a survival game. So let's hope that these guys do it right. I kind of have my doubts, to be honest, but we're going to be positive about it, before we trash it. You know what I'm saying? No, jokes. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.